If you have ever caught yourself thinking that you are not particularly intelligent, this message is for you because the people who are genuinely sharp often assume they are. Average due to a reversed version of the Dunning-Kruger effect, and if you naturally relate to even 3 of these 10 traits, your mind works on a deeper level than most, and you may simply have never recognized it until now. And the 7th habit especially might shift how you see yourself completely as we explore the hidden tendencies common in individuals with unusually strong cognitive abilities. These individuals tend to speak less and think more because they value clarity before expression, and instead of rushing into conversations, they pause, allowing their mind to filter ideas internally first and research. Consistently shows that advanced thinkers rehearse thoughts in their inner dialogue before voicing them, which is why what they eventually say carries intention, meaning, and precision rather than noise. And they prefer silence over saying something they may regret because they believe words carry responsibility, and impact intelligent people also question everything, including concepts. Most people accept without hesitation, and they do this not to argue, but to understand more deeply. So if someone mentions that the sky is blue, they naturally wonder why, and if a rule or explanation lacks logic, they investigate exceptions rather than accepting incomplete answers. Because curiosity drives their understanding, and this habit strengthens their critical thinking, allowing them to see problems, flaws, and cracks that others overlook, and as a result they struggle with blindly following rules that lack rational purpose because it feels suffocating to their analytical nature. Another major trait is their ability to recognize patterns everywhere, since their brains connect details across information, conversations, behavior, and experiences, and this continuous scanning for patterns makes outcomes more predictable to them. So when they say they had a feeling something would happen, it is often because their mind detected signals subconsciously. And once you become aware of patterns, it becomes difficult to turn that awareness off, even when your mind begs for rest. They also love solving problems that others ignore because inefficiency bothers them and feels like an unsolved puzzle, and they naturally create systems, automate steps, and streamline processes simply because their minds enjoy transforming disorder into structure. And while this ability is powerful, it can become frustrating when others cannot see solutions that seem obvious to them. Strong thinkers also read in a unique way because they read not to finish books, but to gather mental models, perspectives, and thinking styles, and their reading choices often range across diverse subjects like psychology, neuroscience, philosophy, technology, and history. Because they are not trying to master everything, but to broaden the frameworks their mind can pull from, which strengthens creativity, analysis, and problem solving. These individuals also think in layers rather than in circles, meaning they imagine multiple possible scenarios, explore potential weaknesses mentally, and consider several outcomes before choosing a clear direction. And while this can look like overthinking from the outside, it is actually strategic depth because they mentally test ideas many times before acting, which explains their calmness when making major decisions, because in their mind, they have already rehearsed challenges and prepared responses. Intelligent minds also appreciate silence deeply because quiet time allows them to sort thoughts, find clarity, develop insights, and let ideas form. And this solitude is not antisocial behavior, but mental organization, removing chaos and allowing new understanding to emerge. Because of their high self-awareness, they are brutally honest with themselves, acknowledging mistakes rather than blaming fate or luck, and this mindset leads to constant self-improvement, high personal standards, and a sense that accepting mediocrity would betray their own potential. And although this inner honesty can feel intense, it is the foundation of their growth. Another trait is that they manage energy instead of time, because they understand that mental power fluctuates throughout the day. And they structure their tasks around when they can think most clearly, reserving deep work for peak focus hours, creative thinking for flexible moments and simple tasks, for low energy periods, and they realize that protecting their cognitive strength matters more than tightly scheduling every hour. Finally, highly intelligent people know how to present their ideas in simple, Relatable language because genuine intelligence shines, not through complicated vocabulary, but through clarity, connection, and the ability to make others feel capable and included, so they translate complex thoughts into straightforward meaning, and blend emotional awareness with intellectual strength if you recognize these habits within yourself. It is important not to dismiss them because intelligence is not defined by degrees, awards, or external titles, but by the way your mind observes, analyzes, adapts questions, and creates. And the real question is not how smart you are, but how intentionally you use the mental abilities you already possess, and understanding these habits can help you develop them further and appreciate your strengths more fully.